We're going to look at adding a mesh between four edges where the mesh travels through a surface poly. The usual use of this is where we want to make a cover, fabric cover, that will closely fit onto an existing surface. And we've been able to trace the edges of the surface with automated equipment, and we've also been able to create a scribble line, just a tracing of part of the surface in the middle of the object that we're trying to cover that will define the shape. In this case, if I use the Rhino Orbit tool, we can see that we have four edges, two of which are curved, and a polyline shown here in white, which is just a series of points which have been traced onto that surface, or traced over that surface. To run the tool, we specify that we want to add a mesh between four edges through a surface poly. We will get some additional options here, the number of surface modeling points in X and Y. You just want to keep this number as low as you can. The lower it is, the smoother the surface will be. And so I'd usually start at 2, and if the mesh doesn't follow the surface poly accurately enough, then I would try to increase those numbers. We run the tool by adding the mesh. We're prompted to select the bottom edge, the right edge, the top edge, the left edge, and then the surface poly. And you can see that the mesh which has been drawn in has, to the best of its ability, attached itself to the green edges, but has also tried to flow through the average of those surface points.